Donald Trump has reversed a landmark scientific ruling on climate change that was key to reducing planet-warming gases.
It has nothing to do with public health. This was all a scam, a giant scam. This was a ripoff of the country by Obama and Biden.
In 2009, the endangerment finding concluded that a wide range of greenhouse gases posed a threat to public health. It became a key legal component to lowering emissions. Now the White House is calling the reversal the largest deregulation in American history, claiming cars will become cheaper and costs will come down for automakers. Environmental groups say this is the biggest rollback on climate change yet and will challenge it in court. Let's now bring in Michael Gerrard, a climate law expert from Columbia University. Good evening and thank you for your time, sir.
Good to see you.
So this is being seen as one of the most aggressive moves by President Trump to roll back environmental regulations. What's your read here?
Yes, it is. This action is saying that the U.S. EPA, the U.S. government, no longer has the ability to regulate greenhouse gases under the Clean Air Act. They've been moving in this direction for quite some time, but this is a very serious and negative move in terms of trying to control the climate.
Calling climate change a hoax, a con job, as we have heard from the president, and rescinding this endangerment finding. What is the impact of this really going to be in terms of gas emission standards for vehicles, whether it's cars or trucks?
It means that we're going to have dirtier cars and dirtier trucks, and drivers will end up spending more because a clunker car, a gas-guzzling car, costs a lot more money to fuel. The standards that EPA has had and that are now being weakened lead to lower operating costs and are much cheaper in the long run.
Could this potentially see expansion to stationary sources too, such as power plants, oil and gas facilities?
Yes, it could. The same legal rationale that they're using to cut out the standards for motor vehicles would also apply to stationary sources.
And what will be the impact of that?
And again, it means dirtier air, unhealthy air, more use of coal, and it is bad for clean energy. The short-term impacts are bad for short-term human health, but it also is very bad in the long term for the climate.
I'm curious to know, sir, in terms of this decision, likely seeing a pushback in the courts, like we're seeing in the case of Donald Trump's tariffs. Of course, we're awaiting what the Supreme Court has to say in that regard. But how do you see this ending up as a legal fight?
There will be lawsuits very quickly filed in the U.S. Court of Appeals in Washington that may eventually end up before the U.S. Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court would probably have to reverse an important decision that it made back in 2007, but the members of the court have changed. It's possible they will do that. Time will tell.
Okay, we'll leave it at that tonight. Michael Gerrard, a climate law expert from Columbia University. Sir, thank you for your time.
Thank you.